Hey everyone, I'm Melanie from Streamline Legal, where we help law firms get the most out of their practice management software. Tonight we're talking about my favorite calendar hack. And while I'm going to show you on the Clio calendar, this can be used on any calendar. It doesn't matter if it's with your practice management, without your practice management. It could be a paper calendar for that matter. But this is one of my favorite hacks, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here so you can see. I've got my calendar up here, and I'm a big fan of using different calendars, or depending on your software, different colors, something to denote that I have deadlines. And specifically, that's what we're going to be talking about tonight is deadlines. Now, you'll see at the top here, I prefer to keep my deadlines on a separate calendar, or at least in a separate color. And I also like to keep them as all-day appointments so that they show up on the calendar no matter what time of day I'm looking at on the calendar. So there's no chance, like I'm not going to put it at 7 a.m. because if by chance I'm looking at the rest of my day, I'm going to miss that deadline that was put on the calendar in the morning. So instead, I make them all-day appointments, that they show up at the top on most calendar programs. This is the way it works. And I've got those listed. Additionally, I prefer to have, like I said, a separate calendar for just deadlines. So if I just need to see my deadlines, I can focus just on those. Or if I want to, if they're my responsibility, I'll also copy them onto my individual calendar. So you'll see here, this deadline to submit is both on my blue calendar and then the deadline calendar, which is the red calendar. So this is where we start looking at once the calendar starts to get crowded and I get a lot of deadlines, whether they're mine personally or whether they're the firm's deadlines. In any event, there's going to be a time at which there will be a lot of deadlines. And I want to make sure, like at a glance, I can tell, has that deadline been met, or is this something we're still working towards? So one thing I like to do, and you're welcome to try this on your own calendar, is I'll go in here and I will edit this event, and I will put an asterisk at the beginning, and that signifies to me and my team that that deadline has already been met. So I'm not going to take it off the calendar, of course. I want to see it. I want to see that affirmatively everything's been done. That's deadline's been met. I'm going to go ahead and mark it with an asterisk. And so that way, if I get to a day like Thursday where I've got like 3, 4, however many deadlines, now I can go and I can start putting an asterisk, or as the day goes on, putting an asterisk in front of the things that have already been satisfied. And so I know very quickly with a glance of a calendar any time of day what deadlines have been met and which ones we're still working towards. So it's a small thing, but it's super easy. But if we train our team to be able to go in and make those changes for us, and if we see those and make those changes as we need to, it's a very, very easy cue that tells us that that deadline has been met. And there's a lot less of, did you do this? Did you do that? Did this get out the door? Did this get mailed? Or whatever the deadline's for. Of course, hopefully I'm meeting the deadlines in advance, and I'm being able to put asterisks on those deadlines that are coming 2, 3, 4 days out, whatever. But no matter when I look, I have the ability to say, okay, these are the only 2 deadlines we need to worry about, despite the fact that there were 5 listed for the day. This is a huge relief when we're working with deadlines, especially in certain practice areas that have a lot of deadlines. So please take it, whether it's an asterisk or a star or whatever floats your boat. Come up with some visual cue that you and your team can use to signify when a deadline has been met, so that there's a lot less rushing around and trying to figure this out 10 different times, because Lord knows I will forget the minute I walk out of the office, and then the next day I'll come in and say, wait, did we meet that deadline yet or not? The visual cue on the calendar makes that a lot easier. So hope that helps, guys. Have a great evening, and I'll talk to you soon.